Alright, let's switch on YouTube. And then we will get started. I am curious about this game. The only thing I know is that it's a horror game, and it's by the people that did Slay the Princess. Oh, and the first episode was free. That's all I know. Let's see, what's preferences? Hang on. Okay, that's fine. They also have the same layout as Slay the Princess. Well, except over here. Listen, I love a good cursor. I love a good cursor. Like, it's just extra work the developers put into the game, you know? Like, I appreciate that. Your name is Abane. You live in the city of... That's a city I made up for my, one story I used to write. Oh, okay. This is a lot more, than I thought. What is this? How do I talk to creatures? A gift and a curse? Powerful build? Hot. I want to talk to animals. It's gonna bite me in the ass. Is it... Hello? Oh, 2. Wow, I can't read. Knows how to lie, and when you're being lied to. That's like half of my D&D characters right there. I'll be powerful. Alrighty. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. Is Twitch behaving today? I'm hoping it's behaving today. Welcome on in. If that was in color, it'd be the platonic ideal bus seat fabric print, probably. Yeah, I'm curious about those traits and what they will do. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyways, as I was saying... Oh, hi dude. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversations ago. Oh god. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. I don't think that's a prank. I'm pretty sure that's assault. Alright. Dude, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh, cool. Dude, what is wrong with you? Pushing joggers into the harbor? That's awful. What if they have drowned? Yeah, I was a little shithead back then. I'm still a little bit of a shithead, but hey, po body's nerfic? Nobody's perfect. Okay, why would you say that, sir? So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. Can I push this guy off the bus? Would that be karma for him? She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot. So I guess she really was mad and not just playing. I wonder if I can actually switch over to my Slay the Princess effects, because I think it would match. Oh, nope, nope, nope. That's not what I meant. Where is it? There it is. There we go. I kind of match. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor, all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Yeah, I can't really get black and white. It's like a color thing, and I just can't completely get black and white, unfortunately. Kick him off like in the movie 300. Exactly, Knight. Exactly. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and geez, you ever just get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? No. Is there a cop on this bus? I know they don't do jack shit, but you know, maybe they have handcuffs. I don't want this man near me. I kind of feel like killing someone right now. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you telling me this? I have never felt that way about another person, and I find it alarming that you have. What the hell is wrong with you? You're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart one day. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. Sir, I think you need to be put away. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyways, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get to Virginia to be there for it. Oh God, he bred. Now there's gonna be more of him around. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. I don't like this man. I don't like this man at all. We're gonna throw him out the bus. It's coming into play already. Oh, yes. Get your act together. Oh, I love that. Get your act together, or someday soon, you're going to run into someone who doesn't tolerate your bullshit. You cross your arms and glare at the young man with menace in your eyes. I love this. Huh? Alright, maybe you have a point. I guess New York is always been there waiting for me. Or will always be there, sorry. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? Just a small town you probably never heard of. I didn't. No need to be nasty, I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Hollower. Hollower? Hollerer? As they like to call it in these parts. That's the only other stop this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, come to think of it, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the hollower. That's a fucking word. We're just gonna call it Scarlet Hollow, because I can say that. You see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that sort of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now. Now that I think about it, I should see if they're on Facebook, see what they're up to. Yeah, for someone who had a speech impediment for most of their childhood with the R word, well, not R word, but like, words with R's, some words are still hard for me. I hope they didn't die. I don't like this man. He looks back on his phone for a moment. Oh, I wasn't done reading that. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. I'm not taking it, sir. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of... Dripping? Why is the bag wet? They're boiled peanuts. I got them at the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip. Sometimes picking a dialogue option... Oh, this is not reading. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Okay. Protein is protein. The only answer is no. All through elementary school, I was in speech classes. Even to this day, I have trouble. Yeah, I mean, there's some words I'm like, fuck it. I'm not saying that shit. But, like, I'm a lot better than what I was. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. I think boiled peanuts are dried before serving, right? I don't know. This is all new to me. I'm gonna say this, and I hope this makes him. Yeah, no, I don't like Spanish. I had to take it in middle school and in college for credit, but I don't like it, and I don't plan on learning. I don't plan on learning it. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Oh, huh. These could probably kill you then, couldn't they? Well, like I said, I'm done carrying them. They're yours. I just said I'm allergic to them. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. Oh, that's disgusting. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. We are not friends. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Drink your peanut brine. I know, right? You do your best to hold your breath as the bus rattles to your destination. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of Scarlet Hollow bus station. Imagine all public transport is like that, full of random dried fluids. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't think it surprised anyone. If I had $1 for every time I was in this exact situation, how many dollars would that be? I'm a little concerned. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Oh, that's kind of ominous. That's ominous. Hey, Bean. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. I mean, you live here. Going for a firm handshake. Yeah, Tabitha. You make direct eye contact, straighten your back, and extend your right arm. She holds out her hand limply in response. You grip it and squeeze, shaking once. Very professional. Tabitha's lip curls in disgust. She pulls her hand back quickly, covertly wiping it on her pants as she turns towards the car. Okay. Wait. Twitch app likes to stop when turning phone screen off. Had to jump over to YouTube. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Cope. But I hope you enjoy the errands, and hopefully they're fun errands. Because sometimes running errands isn't that fun, but sometimes they can be, depending on what you need to do. The only likable character being the bus driver because he hasn't spoken yet. 10 out of 10 stars. Not a problem, Real. I completely understand. Get some sleep and have a good night. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Yeah, so the reason why chat is not on the screen is because it's against Twitch's TOS to have two chats on screen, and I don't want to have like just Twitch chat on screen, but I don't want to I don't want to leave YouTube out, so that's why there's no chat on screen. But yeah, that's why. It is against TOS, so that's why there hasn't been a chat on screen. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains a icy silence as she focuses on the road. Be taken without advancing the story. Yeah, they don't explain this in, like, Slay the Princess, but it's, like, very similar. Yeah, I looked into it, because the moment Twitch was like, you can multi-stream, I, like, really researched into it. Because I wanted to, like, reach out and, like, branch out to, like, different, streaming things. And I think the only one I can do is YouTube, because, I'm not qualified for TikTok or, Instagram, I think. I guess we're both members of the Den Moms Club now, huh? I can't believe we've never actually met before this. Oh wow, we've never met. Okay. How are you holding up? Fine. Okay, but if it ever changes, I'm here for you. Alright? Even after I go home. Sure. You know what? I should just be a bitch and say this. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? There you go. Now you're looking at me. There we go. Your cousin turns to stare at you, an icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Let's see. Need any help planning? Do you need any help planning? If you ever need help with errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine, just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. I'm sorry, but is there bad blood between us? All I know is my mom left and she was mad at this side of the family, but I don't know much besides that. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. Okay, I'll stay quiet too. If only we had some wet peanuts to offer her. True. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Oh, we're in a mountain. Oh, this is nice. Very nice looking. Very haunted, but you know, it's nice. If she hates you, why did she invite you? Probably because we're family, and she's probably like, I should probably invite her. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Yeah, it's a little ominous. It's kind of like gonna fall off or something. Why isn't this... If this is where Tabitha and her mom lived, why isn't it better taken care of? Like, damn, do you live like this? You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Why are we staying here then? Let's just get a hotel. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. It's beautiful! I thought you all were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump? Oh my god. So you live here. So you live here, huh? Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free. So mind your manners. Or did your mother not teach... This bitch. Or did your mother not teach you about those? Let's just get this tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Too big to maintain without a staff. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they had money, but I don't know what happened to it. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. Okay, so we do have a cleaning woman, but she doesn't do a good... There is a creature. I'm gonna talk to him. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. What about these food? Can I not eat this food? Don't. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Well, that's fine. I'm lactose intolerant. Lactose intolerant. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Yep. Someone cleans this place? Yeah, I can actually drop that there. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Then I'll guess you'll just be having plain old regular J's. Or you can deal with your own food while you're in town. I don't care which. I'm sorry, someone cleans this place? Why do you ask? Not up to your sparkling city standards? Out here in the country, we know how to put up with a little dirt and grime. Girl, this looks like a setting. I mean, this is a horror game, but you know what I mean. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something else than jelly sandwiches this week. Is there somewhere in town I can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. I didn't. Oh. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Jelly sandwiches it is, then. What if I want ice cream? What if I want ice cream? Then you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know, and there will be consequences. Listen, all I want to do is talk to this little man. Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. I'm gonna approach the creature. Oh, look at him. Don't try to pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Ne me parlez pas? Is that French? It is French! Sorry, I don't speak French. I'm sorry, little lady. Je ne parle pas français? Of course. How typical American. I shall debase myself by speaking your tongue, but only so that I might insult you directly to your face, you uncultured swine. What? Very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. Okay, I guess that cat hates me too. Okay. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to not have fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Why is there a toothbrush in a wine glass that is actually kind of filled? Be funny if talk to animals was useless and all they do is insult you. It would not surprise me. Yeah, does someone clean this place? What the hell? It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. I think I'd just rather go outside at this point. Never mind, I don't need to go. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests? Are you sure this toilet works? Yes, why wouldn't it? The water bill gets paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so you can move on. But it's so crusty. It's fine, don't be dramatic. You aren't desperate enough for this. You know, on second thought, I don't think I need to go. You might as well try since we're here. Nah, I'm good. You leave the bathroom to rejoin your cousin and finish the tour. You still have to go, but it can wait until later. Maybe you'll sneak out to the garden. Exactly, go pee in the garden. It's fine. Yeah, I want to meet this cleaning lady too. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. Yeah, why couldn't I, like, stay at a motel or hotel in town? This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up. But you can use the dresser. It should be empty. God, I cannot speak today. There's a lot of boxes and stuff laying around here. I could help you move things around and fix the place up. Look, I appreciate the offer, but Janie already comes in once a week. It's fine. Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. What a dump. Oh, I won't be that mean. I guess I'll get started. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Dude, I'm just gonna look for a toilet and some food. Don't expect to see much of me. Okay. Wait, where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every other Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Girl boss. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. That sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. Hello, Pygmy. Welcome, welcome. And hello, Priv. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as boring or exciting in the same way I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as either of those things. It's a task. Seems like a good way to look at a job instead of convincing yourself you have to be doing the thing you love the most. It's okay to just have a job. Yeah, exactly. Would I rather be doing something else with my life? Maybe. But I know I had to take over the company, so why think about the other stuff I could be doing? Hey, are you sure you're doing okay? You seem kind of upset. I'm fine. I just need to get back to work. Alright, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Dude, but the thing is, I don't think I want this place, so I don't think I'm gonna talk to a lawyer. TBH. Go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. Talk to the cat again. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A jelly sandwich sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Hello, creature. Frou-Frou hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Excuse me. What can you tell me about my cousin? This is the first time I've met her. Spare me your life story. Tabitha at least knows not to bother me. So, do you like living here? I despise small talk. Oh, look at that little tooth. Can you tell me about Perlan? I've never met my aunt. She's dead. I don't waste my time on corpse. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands. Oh! Frou-Frou lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. She's so mean. Look at her. Rude. Oh, the garden looks kind of nice. Overgrown, but you know. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. You head back inside and close the door behind you. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Ugh! Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't smell bad. It smells ancient. Yeah, we're not eating that. Also, hello, wolf. Welcome. Your body reacts before you can even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep primal disgust. You shove the container back into the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Oh, my voice is cracking. Hopefully you can forget its existence and move on with your life. Yeah, it's a lot of jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some bread. Better close the fridge and keep looking. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Alright. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. Ooh, let's look at that mug. It reads, "I was blown away at Blowing Rock, NC. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only for a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see local sites before heading home." You grab a plate and butter knife. All you need now is some bread. Pantry. There's another creature. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great, one step closer to satisfying snack. Oh, that was interesting. About blowing rock. Interesting, interesting. This is the last ingredient you needed to make your jelly sandwich. Time to get to work. You close the pantry door as best as you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 2 ingredients to make a jelly sandwich. Congratulations. Protein awaits. A job well done. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat it. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury... Oh my god! and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back into town. The Hollerer, as the guy on the bus called it, has seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Hello! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Why, I do declare, who is this stranger? She has a Mothman shirt. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Bean. My oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Bean. Oh, Gretchen is so nice. That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the Hollerer. Every now and then there's a new crop of cool folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Hi, I'm Bean. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days, I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How is she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone up in that big house. I'm sorry, did I hear you right? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. Were Tabitha and Stella, like, dating? Is this what I'm gathering? Is this what I'm gathering? Is she always so, you know, rough around the edges? Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind that she's still her same old grumpy self. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she's probably never admit it. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she was a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. Aww. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a little bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. You don't like frou-frou, Gretchen? Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in the spooky old mansion, you must have met frou-frou. How does that monster fare? I love it. Gretchen wants to know how frou-frou is doing. Yeah, I've met frou-frou. She might think she's so much better than me, but I will get her to let her pet me. Get her to let her pet... No. Get her to let me pet her. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Alas, you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can talk to animals, and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a southern belle when she talks. Of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Everyday conversation. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Oh, free food? Hell yeah, free food. There's a lot of people here. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Oh! Why is everyone looking at me? All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. You slide into the nearest booth, pretending that you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they just seen Bigfoot. No need to be so shy. They don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Especially since, well, they probably all know that what you're here for, and by extension, who you're related to. So, do people not like my family or what? Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. It's like the worst thing about small towns. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Avery. And here's some of that bacon for the little lady. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can't hit the H button in your keyboard to hide the text. Oh, you can. Oh, that's fine. Anything for you? Could I have a biscuit and a coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not until Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there's Any cool events going on this week? There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyways. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery is throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check out some of these things. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I'd love to hit some good hiking trails after being cooped up on a bus for so long. These legs gotta move. That sounds an awful lot like going on a walk to me. Aw, Gretchen, it's okay. Maybe you can come with me. Oh? My job actually has me running around the woods pretty often, so if you ever need a guide... Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Here's your biscuit. When he says it's on the house, she sends her condolences. Thanks, Avery. It looks great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth immense from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it has nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Damn, that actually sounds good. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. This is the best biscuit you've ever had, but you're not too big on biscuits in general. That's true, I don't like biscuits. I don't think I actually like biscuits. Like, I know this is a really good biscuit, and I'd eat it again, but if this is the best the world of biscuits has to offer, consider me unimpressed. Oh, that's kind of a bitchy thing. I didn't mean... Oh, everyone's gonna hate me in this town. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. To each her own, I guess. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has, Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I am not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Cool, what kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. I had a feeling. She had the Mothman t-shirt, I could just feel it. You should really check out her channel, Bean. It's amazing. Wait, how did you know my name? Oh, sorry, it's just that most people in town know about you. Sorry, I'm sure that must have been creepy. Oh well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. The Hollerer's a small place. Everyone knows everybody, and that includes extended family. Oh no, who's been talking about me? I never even met this side of the family. What would they even talk about? Your aunt must have been getting it from somewhere. She was always on about something you were up to. Oh, oops, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. I thought my mom and her sister didn't talk to each other. What matters is that now people can meet the real you, so it doesn't matter what Pearl Ann may or may not have said. What did my aunt say about me? Yeah, you can always make a good first impression and wipe the slate clean with the whole town. What did she say about me? Oh god, what was she saying about me? Oh jeez, look, I'm sorry I said anything. Hey, don't worry about it. Pearl Ann was a gossip and would do this sort of thing with everyone. Spreading little weird rumors about folks was kind of her trademark. Anyways, weren't we in the middle of talking about Stella's illustrious YouTube career? I guess we were, weren't we? I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. I am mispronouncing all of these names, and I am so sorry. But I think Catawba, is that like, that's near Virginia-ish, right? I could be wrong. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I'd seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. It's a mountain lion! You decide to take Gretchen's word for it. Gretchen, you're gonna become my new friend. I think that's a mountain lion. You can kind of make out its little kitty ears. No way. It is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And it's too short to be a mountain lion. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owners set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and the YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. This girl just wants to be my friend. We're gonna go cryptid hunting tonight. I hope we see the Mothman. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoops. Sorry, Avery. It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all later. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going at the skunk ape! Oh my god, we're going after skunk ape, guys. I'm like so excited. Heck yeah! Skunk ape is hilarious. I saw a docu-special on it once. Stinky Bigfoot. Right? It should be a pretty fun video. It's hard to be serious when you're talking about something that's famous for smelling bad. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. But while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? Heck yeah! I've been hoping you'd ask me since the moment I heard cryptids. I live for the thrill. Yes, I pegged you for a good adventuring buddy the second I saw you. Glad to see I made the right call. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll be kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know what gets me thinking? I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though, I guess Kanika has to close the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese? I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole. if it's up to him. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials, waiting while it rings. I'm surprised they get service in this small town. Generally, small towns don't have that great of service. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just for the week. Anyways, we're gonna go look for Skunk Ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you later. Bye, bud. That's so sad. Reese, what happened? Also, the grayscale doesn't match the game anymore. I thought it'd be more grayscale, so I'm actually gonna switch out of grayscale. Yeah, I'm still too bright for the game. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Are you okay? Me? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm more worried about Reese. He's had a lot going on in the past. Gosh, 10 years or so? But I feel like it's gotten worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. He hasn't touched grass. That's just a VTuber. Reese is secretly a VTuber. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head on out if we want to make it to the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems everyone in town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunt. Can't afford to leave a tip. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to go. Ah, my throat. From such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table, inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner, with you following close behind. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with a renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of a monster. You feel alive. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hues of the setting sun, painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. And there's the house. Scarlet Hollow. Literally looks like it's just gonna fall off. It's been a while since you felt this in the moment, this present. The world around you feels almost magical. Were a mythical creature to actually manifest in front of you, it would fit perfectly in this world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record. Since last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet, until the next summer, which always finds a way to be much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like Skunk Ape. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had any much. I never had much luck though. Woo! I cannot read today, guys. Especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I'm sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kinda lump that in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actual people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they are out there, jeez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So, let's hope all of that is just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I adore my darling Stella. Oh, this is Gretchen. I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her heads these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardily with all this critter nonsense. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. See, that's just what the government wants you to think. It's easier for them to cover up their secret research programs if they trick everyone into thinking that aliens are behind abductions and UFO sightings and all that weird stuff. Sure, the government does messed up stuff on the daily, but the way I see it, I have about as much control over them as I would over extraterrestrial beings. So, if I have no control over those things, I might as well choose to think it's been aliens all this time and let a little joy into my heart, you know? Besides, it's not like it matters which of us is right or either of us is in the right at all. I'll die one day and so will you, and eventually there'll be no one left to remember us or what we did in our lifetimes. That's dark. Damn, you've disarmed me with your nihilism. Or nihilism. And now I feel an empty pit in my soul at the thought of the vastness of time. Aw, don't worry. Isn't there some comfort in the inherent meaninglessness of our actions? Has anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell off. He fell off a cliff? But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple of months to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. As if I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind. That's what I did, and I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, it could have been. Like, people who explore caves and, like, get into those tight places, I don't know how people do that. It just, ugh. Like, there was, like, a recent one about this guy who was, like, crawling through, like, really tight caves. And, like, he got, like... The way he, like, angled himself into a hole, he couldn't, like, back out or anything. And, like, after a few days, like, even after the person passed, they still couldn't get... Like, they couldn't recover his body because of how he was, like, positioned or something. No, that shit is not for me. I hate that. I just don't understand people who like it. I'm sorry. Oh, and there was a time I accidentally stumbled into old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everyone, sooner or later. I'd barely count on it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Other than anything cryptid related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always been the deer I saw stealing baby bird. There's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. Yeah, what? But I think most people know about that these days. I did not. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if that counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It was a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. Deers will do that? Oh, that's fucked up. Why do they do that? It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It was all the stuff from the 50s too, which was super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Let's move on. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, Duke, you rascal. Also, this is the man who almost shot her. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of the darkness. Nah, girly, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for out here this ways? Skunk ape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. Aren't you... Is that... Yep. I see. Well, welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head back to town, you hear? It's best you steer clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter. It won't be too appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away the most sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy. Something musky. You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your own business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking, you know. That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungus or what have you. Hello, Yozo. Welcome, welcome. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more. I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now, see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what it is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't do anything else. What if it's a deer? What if it's a deer? Can deer go after chickens? I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 90s, and even those were iffy. It's true, there are mountain lions out here, such sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed yet. Yeah, Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run back home and stay out of the woods tonight. Bond over sports. So you're a Duke man. I've met some pretty passionate sports fans, but I've never met someone named after a team. Yeah, well, I was born into the name. Why, you a fan? I'm not in it for the sports, I'm in it for the rivalries. The best sport of all. Yeah, I suppose that's fair, but those rivalries are a lot more fun if you pick a side. I mean, you don't have to pick a side. I care a lot about getting to watch the raw athleticism than who wins or who loses. Alright, Bean, there's no need to cause Duke any more hassle. Let's head out. We can come back some other time. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along now. Stay safe. We're not gonna listen. We're gonna go back in, aren't we? As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. Yes, I knew you wouldn't give up on the hunt. Never. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about from old Duke or his shotgun. I've gone hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Oh, enjoy the lurks, Volp. Sorry, I can't speak. Today is not a good speaking day for me. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Oh, this was, 2 years ago. Okay. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Bean, and I have found ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right here in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back in once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. And keep digging. Gretchers? Or Gretchies? I can take the camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? It's been a long time since I've had a hiking buddy who could keep pace with me. Oh, is this the start of a friendly rivalry I'm sensing? I'll have you know this is my casual hiking pace. Gotta watch out for Gretchen's poor little bones. The real test will come if it's time to run after Skunk Ape, or run away from him. But in all seriousness, I haven't had this much fun on a hike in a long time. Thanks for coming with me. What is that? Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud Percussive snort? Get behind me! Quick! You don't have to jump in to protect me. That's just the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big scary predators like us. Let's check it out. I've never heard a deer make that sound. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Shut the light off, Stella, and we're gonna walk back home. Oh, shit! I can speak to animals! I forgot! Pain, rot, decay. Oh! A deer! Let me at him! How dare he infringe upon my dear Stella's personal space? Let me at him. And then it's gone. Girl, that deer told me some stuff. We should not be here. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hazuki, thank you. Oh my, it seems I was consumed by a blinding rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me? She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. What happens to its face? I don't know. But it spoke to me and it was like, pain, rot, decay. And it's like, not a hello? You're too much of a potato, and they don't like harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Horror games? Sign me in. Yes, we love horror games here. I wonder if Stella could understand the deer. Because I think Frou Frou and Stella can understand each other. I think that deer was threatening us or warning us. I think it was just sick. Girl, you did not hear what it said. I am talking to Gretchen. That thing on its face, I bet it was a abscess. Maybe a tumor? It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. But there's not much we can do about it. Okay, like, I understand that. But it spoke. And I heard it. Yes, this is actually by the same people who did Slay the Princess. This is their first game. Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. Excuse you? Though, after that outburst came over me, I suppose I can see the merit of your concern. Yes, this is, Scarlet Hollow is the first game that the creators, Tabby Games? Is that what the company is? Tabby Games? But this is their first game. And technically, it's not finished yet. They're working on another episode. But yes, this is their first game. Oh, brother! Thank you for the gifted 5 subs. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day too, brother. And I hope everyone who got a sub enjoys the emotes and everything. Yeah, I was in my Slay the Princess stream, people were talking about this game and I was like, maybe I should get it, but then I saw like it was like $25 and I'm like, that's expensive. But then someone brought up, "Hey, the first episode is actually free." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." Yes, I think voice acting for Slay the Princess was phenomenal. And, like, it would be nice if the devs came back to this game and did voice acting too. Just so I don't have to read everything. I'm not doing voices this stream, because my throat is already fucked, if you couldn't tell. But I think voice acting would really push this game out more to people, I think. I am enjoying Scarlet Hollow. I can't speak today, guys. My tongue is getting tied up. This is what happens when you can't drink anything because you are lazy and you hate room temperature water. I'm sorry. We need to ask this? Do people I can't drink. Who said that? Who redeemed that? Care package. I don't have any water though. The only thing I have that's cold is like milk, and it's like I don't drink milk as a drink. And I could have made tea. You know what? I could have made tea. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could have made tea. They gotta hire Bean for the VA. Honestly, they don't even need to hire me. I would do it for free. Like, honestly, I would do it for free. I don't care. Just keep milk around to look at. Well, no, I use it for, like, cooking and stuff. Go nuke the water in the mic. I don't have a microwave. You can still make tea. Bean, your health is important. Okay. If you guys will give me, like, 2 minutes, I will get myself tea. I don't have a microwave, no. My, kitchen is super small. I do have a kettle, though. So I'm gonna go do that. I will be right back. Oh, okay. I'll have to edit this out of the, VOD. Alright, let's continue. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around in the woods at 17. 17?! And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? That got my heart rate up, so I'm ready for the hunt. Same for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up? Then we get right into the night activities. I've got the best trail snacks. We just ate, though. Well, I ate. Yeah. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Unfortunately, it looks like there's peanuts in the trail mix. Oh, I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Oh, yikes. I'm so sorry. There are only peanuts in the trail mix, but I totally get it if everything being in my backpack makes things a little much for you. I'll be sure to keep that in mind for the future. I should be okay with a snack bar. You grab a snack bar. Excellent choice. A good source of energy and chocolate. There's cherry and cashew. I hope that's okay. That actually sounds really good. I love cashew. Unicorns are supposed to have peacock tails. That would be very interesting to have like a peacock tail and horns. I guess the add a horn to a horse strategy still. Yeah, it's good. Like, not a lot of people know about that tail and body thing, so I understand it. Cashews are good, yes, they are, and they are expensive, and I hate that. I like to make my own, and I tend to make them with my favorites, but I know that's not everyone's bag. What can I say? I'm just a big fan of food in general, and these look great. Thank you! I have so many great recipes I can make for you this week. You'll definitely be well fed by the time you head home. I swear to God. Studdle's like, I just met you on the streets. Come with me cryptid hunting? That's fine, I'll pay for your food. Oh, you want a little snacky? I can make food for you. It's like, damn, girl. Damn. You and Stella settle down on the overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what's it like in New Zealand? Do you have a house? An apartment? Do you live with family? Roommates? Pets? Tell me what it's like to be Bean. Well, shit, man. Do we have to trauma dump now? I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. That's what it feels like sometimes when you have to have roommates. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I live in a shed. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. And it's a mixed bag. At first it was kinda nice to finally have a space that was just mine, but now it just feels cramped. It's like I'm stuck in a closet alone and no one can come let me out because I chose this for myself. And as far as they know, I'm happy being there. The lights flicker. The toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, and it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. Damn, how much are you paying in rent? But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. I got a plant. You know how they say living things are supposed to brighten up a room? Well, when you put it like that, I wonder if staying in that old mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a sideways step. Have you tried looking for a different place or maybe finding a roommate? There's gotta be a better apartment than that in the big city like New Zealand. I've had enough bad roommates for a lifetime, I think. I know it's possible to have a good roommate. I know people who are great friends with theirs, but it never worked out like that for me. The loneliness is at least better than that. Yeah, that's fair. I've never really had a roommate, so I have no idea what it's like sharing a place as an adult. I can see it being tough. Yeah, it sucks. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend. So, what do you do for a living? I'm a streamer. I'm actually a streamer. Oh, no way. A fellow content creator. That's awesome. I knew we had a lot in common, Bean. What sort of streams do you do? I play video games. I mostly stream video games. That's cool. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. And then run away when I find out how cringe you are. That's okay. How do you like it? I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. I know, AO streamer? It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. Streamception, I know, right? A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your living situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Do you live alone? Yeah. The place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore. And the Holler's a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Oh, geez, I'm so sorry. It's okay, you didn't know. And I've done my morning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. My mom died pretty recently, so I get it. It's alright if you ever need to talk about things. Aw, thanks, Bean. That's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? I was glad to see her go. By the end, she was nothing like the woman who raised me. It had been years of this slow downward spiral, and I wanted nothing more for it to be over for her. I'm so sorry that happened. I can't even imagine how horrible that would be to go through for both of you. What the hell was that? Whoa. My stars, what was that? Stella immediately packs her bags and slings it over her shoulder. More deer? Yeah, could be, could be. Whatever made that noise, I've never heard anything like that, and it's close. Hold on, Gretchen's here, sorry. Here, hold on, Gretchen's. That is such... It's a very strong name, Gretchen. And I like... Bleh. Like, whenever I speak, I just... Like, I say Germa, but it's Germa. I just kind of throw the letters all together, and it just sounds like a sloppy mess. Gretchen is very hard for me to say, because it's a very strong name. But that's just like an accent thing. That's a me issue. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. Do stay close, Bean. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you. Oh, Gretchen, thank you. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Pain! It's all pain! The poor chickens! Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Girl, that was a hand on that chicken's leg, and that chicken was bloated. I told you what you saw. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either. So I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Let's not go after the demon child. That poor chicken is done for. Let's just leave it alone. Right behind you. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Did you just trip over the chicken? Stella, my darling companion, are you alright? Ugh. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. You tripped on the bloated chicken! Oh no, that poor thing must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. You move towards Stella to get a closer look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite out of it if you don't stop her. I would never. Something about this bird doesn't smell right. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She squirms against her harness. Is that... Is this chicken, like, pregnant with, like, an alien? Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. Why am I alive? Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, gazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. Looks like this is what Stella slipped on. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. Having investigated to your heart's content, you turn away to give Stella room to film. Ahem. It seems we have found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she does not look good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Hey! Did you hear that? There's something out there all around us. I can smell it. There's so many of them. What in Sam Hill are you two doing here? Didn't I tell you to? Birdie? Oh, Birdie. What's wrong, darling? Oh, good God. Did you all see what did this? We caught a glimpse of something earlier, and when we chased after it, it brought us here. Whatever did this to her, I think we can hear them in the trees. Put that camera away, for God's sakes, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this. All swollen and hurting. Oh. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. You stay away from my Stella, you mongrels. He's taking Birdie with him. Come on out, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what will happen. You hear that, Stella? That ain't no sound of something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, you. Sorry, wrong person. Come on, you. Whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. I can feel that white hot rage from earlier start to wash back over me. I'm gonna go after them. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her heart. Oh shit, am I gonna have to decide? Quick, they're closing in on us. Oh my god. Because I had that powerful build, I was able to grab her and also get a flashlight. Thank God I have the powerful build. You heroically dive forward, tucking Gretchen under one arm and grabbing the flashlight with the other. This is your moment. Every pull-up you've done, every hill you sprint you've ran, every meal you've eaten, all of them have led to this. I said, aim the damn thing, quick! Perfect. Just grazed it, but it should make it pretty easy to track. Hey, Stella? Yeah, blood trail is pretty hard to miss. Guess we know it wasn't a mountain lion after all. Though it didn't look like any cryptid I've ever heard of. This is gonna be one hell of a video. We've got to go after them while we still have the chance. What happened? Did I lose myself again? I apologize for being so easily shaken up. I'll do better. Thanks for taking care of Gretchen, by the way. I can take her from here. I'll be damned if I let her chase after those things alone. Alone, you have no choice but to follow Duke, Stella, and Gretchen into the darkness. Guess I'll die! No, we're gonna pog. You steel your nerves and run into the unknown. Yeah, look at them! What are these little creepers? As you push deeper into the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. What are these? Are you trying to get us lost? Slow down! I think we're almost there. The trees are starting to thin out. Lord, that smell. The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as you, Stella, and Duke stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and decaying animals. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a nice day. It's Sunday, the day before work. I am not excited. What is this horrible place? We need to get out of here. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you're surrounded. Hang on, I'm gonna fight them. I am so happy I chose the powerful build. I'm gonna fight these guys. Get all the footage you need, Stella. If these things jump us, I'm pretty sure I can take them. I've been well. I haven't been streaming a lot just because of my work schedule, but I've been well. Just chilling and pogging. How about yourself? Are you out of your mind? There's gotta be dozens of them up in the trees. They're circling us to protect their brood, or whatever it is they've been planning in these animals. We've got to get out of here while we still can. So the chicken is pregnant with one of these. They're like a messed up Kodama. Duke's right. There's way too many of them and we've got plenty of footage. We need to get out of here and fast. Just as you follow Stella and Duke in a mad dash through the woods, so too do the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest. That looks like a frog. In the highest branches of the tree and down to the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. Quick, my truck's down this way! You make it to the road, but 3 of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. Stay back. Oh, I'm gonna fight them, guys! Here we go! You take a single deep breath before propelling yourself forward towards the creatures. Punch them! As they recoil, you plant a foot firmly in the ground and throw your body towards the abominations to your right. Your fist firmly connecting with a powerful haymaker. Its body feels wrong, as if your blow had just collided with a bag of loose organs instead of a living creature. Now they're running away. Caught by surprise and outmatched by your physical prowess, the creatures leap back and scatter into the woods. You are still the dominant species here, at least for now. Just chilling and vibing. Nice, nice. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Get in the truck and let's get the hell out of here. Duke, do we have to take the truck back? I can just walk. Those creatures left. I'll be fine. Stella, now's not the time. Alright, I can do this. You squeeze into Duke's tiny 2-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift. Oh, that's a comfy position. Stella stares ahead in silence. She clutches Gretchen protectively, staring straight forward, expression blank as the truck quickly starts to rumble its way down the dirt road. My poor Stella hates being in these wheeled contraptions. Hopefully it won't take too long. Hey Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. You reach out and rest your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease, and she lets out a soothing sigh. So I guess it wasn't a mountain lion getting your chickens. Yeah, I guess not. Can't say I know what I'm supposed to do with this information, though. Suppose the boy and I are in for some long nights trying to guard the rest of them from these things. Duke, I don't think Stella's doing okay. Let's not bother her just now. Let's get out of these woods before something else tries to come after us. He glances over to Stella, his hard face softening slightly. It'll just be a few more minutes. You'll be alright. Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires give way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime, but Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them, but I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. Let me know if anything happens with Birdie, alright? She's gonna be fine. You hear? I better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but, well, no point in talking about the buts. Just look out for yourselves. Take care, Duke. Mm-hmm. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally be getting reception again. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? God, what a mess this night's been. I can't believe you punched one of those things. It felt like hitting a bag of organs. Not that that's something I've done, but it's just like meat suspended in jelly that was barely held together in a stretched out bag. I don't think it had bones. Hang on, here I thought skunk ape sounded gross. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you ask Duke if we could walk back? That's a fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life and death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. What happens now? We've got to find out more about those things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over there before it gets any later. I should probably check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up to that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. When you put it like that, how can I say no? Cool, let's go. I'm glad you're sticking it out with us. It's always so nice to have an extra companion. I hope she's still awake. There's something foul creeping up behind. Excuse me? Jesus! Excuse me? What? I don't know who you are? And you said my name? The music also changed. What is this? You and Stella turn to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. What do you mean, welcome home? Who the hell are you? Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. Okay, the demon's name is Wayne. We have a name. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth? This is Bean. Is it okay if we come in? Of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. I will stretch and sip. Now that I have my tea of my own. And for goodness sakes, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's very cute. Got crystals. Wow. Crystals. Got some herbs. This place always has the loveliest aromas. It's nice to finally meet you, Bean. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the Hollerer. And now poor Perlan is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who is that outside? That's gonna be my first question. Just a very sick man. You don't need to worry about him. I do. He said my name, and he said welcome home, and it looked like there was blood on his shirt. I'm sorry, I do need to worry about that. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know that she died? Oh, Perlan was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. Oh shit, I meant to click the I never met Perlan. Oops, my mouse. We need your help. Ah yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things. I don't even know how to describe them. Also, the music that they use in this game and Slay the Princess, very good. All around, this is just a really good company. Like 10 out of 10. If they come out with a third game, I will probably definitely 100% get it. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't local wildlife, Miss Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and tilts the screen towards Sybil. Ah, one of your little videos. Where was this? Up the mountain, to the northwest. Within the town's limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug in the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. Kanika? Are we seeing Kanika? I'm mispronouncing her name. If someone knows how to pronounce this name, please tell me. You better come with us, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. Oh, she has a little... Well, technically it's not a unicorn because the wings. I believe a unicorn with wings. Is that an alicorn? It might be an alicorn. I might be wrong. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. Pegasus? So Pegasus would just be a winged horse. That horse on the door had a horn, so it was like a mixture of a Pegasus and a unicorn. And I think that's an alicorn, I think. She has a Sailor Moon shirt! And Gretchen, who's a good potato. Kanika, is it me? Am I the good potato? I most certainly hope I am. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? Hi, I'm Bean. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. There's a lot of dead and sick animals on the recording. You know, I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, What the hell is this? I'm actually surprised they actually used Sailor Moon. Like, they didn't switch it up at all. Like, that's like a legit Sailor... Like, that's not fan art. That's like... like a PNG, and they put it on. I wonder how they were able to get this game on Steam and sell it for money with that there. Because I feel like the Sailor Moon IP would be hard to get anything with, but I don't know. It's cool, I love it, but I would be curious to see. Maybe I should look at their, like, blog or something. Sorry. This is far beyond my ability to contribute. I'll leave the thinking to you humans. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt? I'm fine, really. I'm okay. I slipped on a chicken's wing, it's fine. I'm fine too, thanks for asking. The other three look at you, unsure of what to say. Unfortunately, if these creatures are what I think they are, the two of you are embroiled in something quite sinister. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on, whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Bean with that Tylee-po crap. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite the grisly scene in the woods. So I just punched one, and it was harmless? Oops. But just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate, where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom. They've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out. Not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What were those growths? I punched one in the face! Yeah, I think there's babies. Maybe they're making more of themselves. Yeah, maybe what we're seeing here is some sort of parasitic larval stage, part of their life cycle. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there. Not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all of this up. Well, we're in a horror game, so you know, that's not real. Oh dear, I've forgotten about the tea I put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups, it'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late, and I should let Bean get some rest. I ran her ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can stay out. I'm still wired from everything that happened, and after punching one of those things. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go on home now, and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. I mean, they were boneless, so they wouldn't be able to do much. That's true. It's very true, but they had teeth. So it's like... yeah, bones are teeth. And teeth are bones, so it's like, wait, they do have bones. They have the little teethies. Let me get you a home... Ah! I dropped my tea bag in my tea. Like the little string. Let me get you some of my homemade peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Hello, Yamato. Welcome, welcome. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Bean. Okay, what about Wayne? What about that weirdo? It's excellent ice or warm. Though, with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Maybe it's like sharks where they don't have actual solid bones aside from the teeth. Maybe. Like, kind of like... Sharks are, like, made out of, like, cartilage, right? Maybe they're like sharks. If they're like sharks, that means I can say, I kind of punched a shark. How goes the stream? It's going well. It's going very well. We're checking out the first chapter of Scarlet Hollow. And why is everyone dotting? Is Wayne behind me? Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. What an unfortunately short visit. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Should I stay with Stella or should I check in with Tabitha? A visual novel horror game? Yeah, it is. It is. It's by the people who did Slay the Princess. This is their first game. I should go back to Tabitha, but I kind of want to stay with Stella. Does that make me a bad cousin? Thanks for the offer. I'm terrified of being alone tonight. Yeah, no kidding. I can't say I was looking forward to it myself. It doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate, it's far better cared for. I haven't went to the bathroom yet. Oh my god, I've just been holding... This poor girl has holding her pee in this entire day. It's so exciting to have a guest. I can't remember the last time we've had company. Make yourself at home. Who was that guy outside of Sybil's? There was something really off about him. Wayne? I haven't really gotten to know the guy. I think he works in the mines. It might be worth looking into him. Okay, that doesn't help me. You know, you didn't have to do all this, right? You don't have to worry about it. I'm glad the guest room is finally getting some use. What do you make of all this? Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. Those creatures are out there and they're doing something horrible to the local wildlife. I know that some of the things Sybil said were a little weird, but if she is right and they are an omen, maybe we can change things and stop whatever's brought them here before it happens. It couldn't hurt to poke around town. I have the time. Agreed. I should probably try calling Tabitha. Right, she's probably like to know you're not dead. Get some rest, Bean. I'll see you in the morning. I'm on the verge of passing out myself. What an exciting, if terrible day. You pull out your phone and call. It rings for a moment before she picks up. Where the hell have you been? Do you know anyone named Wayne? I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know a Wayne. Hang up on her. Sorry, I met this girl in town and we wound up really hitting it off. We went on this night hike to find cryptids. Ah, so you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. And she's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll collect you tomorrow. Wait! From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like nothing that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments for now. You feel safe and warm. Eventually, the sun rises and chases away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in a normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountain with a new friend. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. This is a horror game. Wow, I cannot say that. Horror game. I think that's the end of the first chapter. Oh, what are those eyeballs? Excuse me. Oh, this is nice. It's like a ending scene. Is something gonna pop up? It's giving that Southern Gothic vibe, and I love that. Who's that? Why is there blood there? What's going on? Hello? Oh! Ooh-wee! Oh god, we're gonna have to go into the mines, I bet you. I was away for 5 minutes. What did I miss? So we found out that the creatures are called... What is up with that room? All the scratches in the locks? Was that in this house? But yeah, we figured out what the creatures were called. They're called ditchlings. You can pick up the rest of the game in early access on Steam. Episodes 1 through 4 are now out. Okay, how do I save the game? How do I save? Oh. There we go. I saved it. I wonder if the infection can affect humans. I don't know. It's very interesting. Cause like you have something with the mines, something with the Scarlet family for sure. There's something in the mines that it has to be something in the mines causing this. You punched them too. I know I did. I did. They were harmless and I punched them. It'd be that way sometimes. You get the strength perk and it gives you the option to punch. It's like, oh, I have to. Maybe that's not a good thing. Probably not a conscious human. It would be... Because, like, when we saw Birdie and we looked at her stomach, it looked like there was something in her stomach. So I'm wondering if they're just, like... I don't know. Hopefully it's just animals. It would be really... But what about Wayne? Like, Wayne... There's something about him. I wonder if he's, like... becoming one of them, or he knows about them? Does Smitten show up? I don't think Smitten is in this. But it's interesting. The guy who took the bird with him, Duke? I don't think he was smitten with his chicken. But it would be interesting to play the rest of this game for Steam. Stream, wow. Clearly, I have to do it when I have the time, and also when I'm able to speak like a normal human. Yeah, Duke. Duke is the one who, took his chicken back. But yeah, I think I will have to see what after grocery shopping leaves me, and maybe we'll pick this game up so we can like continue it like next Sunday, but I have to look at my grocery stuff and see. But I am interested in this game. I just have to be prepped for it and get ready to speak and talk and maybe do voices next time. I don't know. But yeah, that was a good game, or a good first chapter, I should say. And hopefully yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I struggled speaking because there's just some days I can't speak, and today was clearly one of those days. It be that way sometimes, though. It be that day. Was good. It is a good game. It would be nice, I've said this before, if they came back to this game and did voice acting. Because then I think more people would play it. Because I know a lot of people don't like games that they have to read a lot into. I appreciate the narration. Yeah, but maybe, like, hopefully maybe they're thinking about doing voice work for it, and then we can be like, cool. But I also know voicing things costs a lot of money, and there's multiple characters. In Slay the Princess, they had, I think, 2 voice actors. The princess was the princess, of course, and I think the narrator and the voices in the head were the same guy, I think. Someday we can... One of my things I would love to do, I would love to get, like, a group of people and just, like, do, like, an Ace Attorney trial and, like, have people voice certain characters. That's one thing I would like to do. I don't think that's going to be possible or anything, but maybe one day I can organize something like that in the future. But for now, probably not. But yeah, that was really fun. I enjoyed it. You could, but I'm sure they would, because I know, from what someone was telling me, they found the Princess VA because she was, like, streaming this game, actually. So I'm sure they would want someone who is, like, used to their work and knows it, and, like, might be passionate about it, if that makes sense. Instead of just finding a random VA on Fiverr. You know? But, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see what we can do. I don't understand this rating system yet. It's, like, new. Oh, I should probably do... Oops. There's my socials if you guys want to follow me on any of those. I will upload the schedule hopefully today or tomorrow. I don't really know when, but hopefully soon. I have to check something for the Throne game, see if that's, and if they gave that to me yet or what. Alright, let's see. I don't think anyone is playing this game right now. Okay. Alright, guys. Do we have anyone who is streaming right now that I have not raided into recently? Who might be playing a horror game? Do we have any of those? 'Cause I'm not really finding anything. I don't see anyone not on my side. Oh, Sunday, why? Like, I like that this stuff is here, but like, I can't find anyone doing a horror game. Let's... I guess we just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, I should probably